Hi, we are live here at the Global Aesthetic meeting at beautiful Miami Beach at the Lowe's Hotel. This is the Global Aesthetics 2019. I am here with Jason Sievert, and we're going to talk a little bit about, I don't know what. You tell me what we're going to talk about.
And who are you?
I don't know.
Introduce yourself.
I'm trying to Barry DiBernardo, a plastic surgeon in Montclair, New Jersey.
Awesome. Well, speaking of your plastic surgery practice, tell us a little bit about that. What made you choose this career path?
Well, I chose plastic surgery by observation. My real job when I started, when I was 16, was photography, professional photography, and I was doing weddings, portraits, all sorts of things. And all the people, the adults, were coming back and wanting me to retouch this and that line and that, and I'm like, well, what's with these adults? And then I realized they all were doing it, and maybe I better not do photography. I should probably learn how to fix what they're asking for. They really don't want nice pictures. They want to look good.
Yeah.
So when I was 16, that's when I thought I really didn't want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a plastic surgeon to learn how to fix those things, because I already knew about the photography. So I said, that's a long shot. Let me see what I can do for medical school. And it kept working, and I ended up being a plastic surgeon and doing photography as well.
Interesting. So do you still do photography these days?
Oh, yes. We travel around the world with National Geographic, with
Wow.
Jay Dickman, Pulitzer Prize winner. I shoot black and white fine art landscape photography. We're sending those into the Ansel Adams Gallery in Yosemite. So, yes, I do it
Wow.
as well.
As a former photographer myself, what's your camera of choice?
Oh boy, you really opened Pandora's box now. So the camera of choice at the moment is the Phase 150 megapixel. So that is on a Cambo view camera. So it's a view camera with a high resolution back that sees better than the human eye.
Wow. That's awesome. And so is this something, what are you more passionate about? Do you like photography more?
Well, I do
surgery,
both.
or both?
Well, if you look at our photo studio in the office, it has 2D, phase 1, 3D. It's a room full of analysis, because what we also do is we're New Jersey Clinical Research Center, so we have every tool. One has led to the other, so we have every tool to measure anything of your skin, face, look, volume in our research studies. So I kind of blend the two together, and I've written all the standards in clinical photography, published all those. So we do photography, clinical photography, and plastic surgery.
Awesome. All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit.
Sure.
Tell us about, who's your hero?
Well, that's going to still go back to photography, and that's Ansel Adams. So Ansel Adams, for those who don't know, starting in the 1920s, was a photographer that used this very heavy view camera with big glass negatives, and he went through the beautiful areas of our country to show what these landscapes looked like with these beautiful black and white photos. And those photos went to Washington, and he worked with Washington to really look at what became our national parks.
Really?
And a lot of people, there weren't jets and planes then. Many people didn't know what the beauty of our country looked like. Even up in Alaska, Mount McKinley, nobody knew what that looked like, but they saw his photographs, and when they saw that, there was this movement to preserve the natural beauty for all generations to come, and that those are our national parks, and that was thanks to President Teddy Roosevelt.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yes.
All right, what's your favorite book? Do you have a favorite book?
I don't have time to read books. I read technical manuals.
What kind of technical manuals do you read?
The one I just got is on high resolution biomechanics of high-resolution ultrasounds so we can see the top levels of the skin, image it with ultrasound, blood flow, and things like that.
Interesting.
So I'm sure you'll find that very interesting.
Yeah. All right, final question. If
Oh,
you
boy.
could sit down with young Barry, your 25-year-old self, give any advice, what would you say to him from what you've learned?
Probably do what you did, because I think the choice was either to go into photography, motion picture, production in Hollywood. Those were my choices. But I think by doing this, it's very rewarding to have the photography knowledge, use it, and not only the photography, but all those measurements to extrapolate what we do now, which is to move our field forward technologically with the lasers, the devices. We're sitting next to a robot here that scans you and melts your fat. So all of these developments are things that we work hard on, and we're here at Global Aesthetics, and you can see them, right? There's a robot over there. Yeah. We're looking at 3D holograms. We work on all those things for this development. So I'd say do the same thing.
Yeah.
Keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, awesome. That's a great answer. Well, thanks so much for sitting down today. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me. Good luck. Enjoy the rest of the meeting, and we hope to see everybody here next year in 2020.
Cheers.